Good morning again, Year 4. Welcome to Thursday's maths lesson. If I can ask you to try and complete the mental arithmetic question on the board again, and I'm going to ask you to pause the video now to give yourself time to do that. Okay, welcome back, Year 4. So, unpicking this problem then, the same as yesterday. I think of a number, I subtract 53, my answer is 89. What was my starting number? I'm going to need to use the inverse operation. Hopefully you can remember from yesterday, the inverse of subtraction is addition. So I'm going to add these two numbers together. We don't always necessarily use the same mental strategies as each other. There's different mental strategies you could use. But one we discussed yesterday was adding your tens first of all. This gives me 130, and we've then got the units. This gives me 12, meaning that my total is 142. So that was my starting number before I subtracted 53 and then got the answer 89. Now, if you are someone who has been working on the Sapphire challenges, I'm going to ask you to start now. You've been using a variety of different methods, but what I'd like you to try and do today is to try and complete the calculations mentally in your head first, and then you're going to simply use the number line to help check your calculation. You can see if it's 10 add 7, I'm circling 10, I'm making 7 jumps, each of which represent adding 1. I get to the answer 17. As I say, complete that mentally in your head first of all, please. So everybody else who are doing the bronze, silver, gold challenges, today we're going to be focusing for the second time on using our written method for addition. And particularly those of you that did the gold challenges, you are going to be solving some addition problems today. But all of us are going to need to use our place value knowledge to add 4-digit numbers. There's going to be some estimating, and some of us will need to continue just to practice drawing bar models, really to get that concrete in our heads. What a good one looks like, our waggle. We talked about this yesterday, that this method is more compact, it is more efficient. If we at the moment are using this method, it is still accurate, so choose the method appropriate for you, but my focus is going to be on going through this method again today. So just a reminder, yesterday we talked about how if we've got too many ones, we need to carry a 10, and the same principle you found yesterday. If you had too many tens, we would carry 100 across. If you had too many hundreds, if you had too many tens, we would carry a 10 across the hundreds column, and if we had too many hundreds, then we would carry a hundreds across to the thousands column. And we looked at a couple of examples, including this one where we had an example of having to carry twice, once from the ones column to the tens, and once from the tens column to the hundreds. So let's just have a little look at this calculation. Now, we said first of all that we want to be using rounding to estimate. It's just really good. We should be getting pretty fantastic at this rounding skill now on day 4. So looking at those numbers, I'm going to round again to the nearest 100. So I've got 3,500, and I would be adding that to 2,700. All the time, just reminding myself I'm rounding to the nearest 100 and then looking at the digit before. Rounding to the nearest 100, looking at the digit before. On both occasions, I've rounded up because 5 to 9, we climb the vine. Okay, I can complete that in my head, but essentially I have got there 3,000 and 2,000 is 5,000. 700 add 500 is 1,200, so I've got 6,200. If I wanted to, I could have used my written method and I'd have seen 5 add 7 gives me 12. I'd have had to have carried 100 across. Make sure I add it on when I add my 3 and 2. Writing then my calculation into my place value column, 3,452, 2,687. Make sure that I'm with a ruler, drawing a bar to write my answers in. 2 add 7 is 9. Always put the largest number in my head first. 8 add 5 is going to give me 13. So on this occasion, I will need to carry I will need to carry 100 across. So I've then got 6 add 4 is 10. Add the 1 is giving me 11. Therefore, I'm going to need to carry across again. 3 add 2 add 1 provides me with 6. 6,139. My total will need to go in the large bar, as we know. My two numbers that add together to create the total will need to go into the 2 bars above. You're going to be practicing this method then today. And if I just pull up your tasks, we can see that the children who want to choose the bronze challenge have got some differentiated numbers where they've got some with just 1 exchange and some where they're having to do 2 exchanges. Again, please check your answers using an online calculator. The link is at the top of your task. The silver challenge, you're going to be practicing 4 digits, add 4 digits for a second time. You should be very, very good at this if you choose this challenge by the end of today. And there's the challenge of trying to add 3 4-digit numbers at the very end of that task. And for the gold challenge today, because I feel that the people who chose the gold yesterday probably feel like they can actually use that written method, even for adding 3 numbers, so 3 4-digit numbers, that you can actually use that method. You just got a series of different problems. So question number 2 on there is a missing digit problem. I apologise that the pen is making the board jump around a little bit. You need to have a look at Annabeth's and Alex's strategy and work out who is actually correct and explain where the others have gone wrong. You've got some missing number problems and a task thinking about the type of calculations where you wouldn't need a written method, you could do it in your head, but then equally it'd be very interesting for your teachers to see which calculations you feel you would need to continue to use your written method for. So good luck with your calculations today, Year 4, and tomorrow everyone will be applying them to addition problems. Thank you very much.